All right, here's a story about the Italians and how sensitive they are. We had a captain in my squadron who the colonel told me to watch because the guy was kind of crazy himself. He was Puerto Rican. His name was Jaime Irizarry, and he had a bad temper. So I was his buddy. So we would always hang out. We went to school together, our master's program, and there was another Spanish guy, a Mexican, and we were the three amigos. That's what they called us. So he came to me one day and he said, I'm sick and tired of the Italians drinking wine at lunchtime. That's not permissible. And I said, Jaime, it is permissible. This is their country. They drink wine at lunchtime. Well, they do it, then the military, our military, U.S. military, want to do that. You tell them, no, that's not our custom. No, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to make this equal. So this dummy went in one morning. He went in and he locked all the refrigerators. He put chains around them with a padlock so that they couldn't get their wine at lunchtime. So the Italians, they knew what to do. They stopped working. They locked the gates so nobody could get into the compound. And here's Jaime telling the Italians, you're not going to get your wine. And they said, we're not working. So they called the union, and here come the police and the sirens and fire trucks, and everything is just going because this guy wouldn't let them have their wine. They wouldn't work. So then the colonel comes and he shows up finally, and he comes to me first, what happened? And so I told him, and he said, I told you to watch that guy. I said, I did, but I didn't see him go do that. So he called the captain over. Of course, the colonel outranks the captain, and he told the captain, go take those padlocks off the wine. So he went around and he took the padlocks off the refrigerators, and they got their wine. But that was probably the funniest thing that I saw it was serious. These people were really mad. So the end of this story is they never forgave him for that. So what they did one morning, this was just before he left. Normally when you leave the country, they give you a party and everybody says goodbye and they give you gifts. This is what they did for him. They had a uniform. It was stuffed with straw, and they had Irizarry's name on this dummy that they made. And they waited till he came to work, and they burned it in front of him. They just set this dummy on fire. That's what they thought of him. So the moral of the story is, man, don't ever take any wine from anybody. If they want to drink wine, let them drink wine. Okay.